The Coffee and the Company Podcast.
On. Thanks for coming.
More than welcome to. Oh, good to be here. Yeah.
All right, you have to speak in front of a mic.
Yep, that's true.
Okay, cool. Congratulations, Vicky. You want to ask why?
Why?
You're the first female in my podcast.
Oh.
Not even my wife. You got first before my
Wow.
wife got scheduled. Yeah, so
Sorry.
She's coming. By the way, she's coming. But probably like next 2 weeks time.
Okay.
Not from me. From my apprentice will host her in terms of podcast.
I see.
Yeah.
That's good.
So before she complains, right, I have to do this first.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, thanks for coming. It's my honor
It's good to be here.
to host you guys. And you guys are from Lily Homemade Sausage.
Lily's homemade.
Yeah. What happened? Why is it that? Now, let's talk about a little bit of how I contacted you guys immediately.
Yeah. Okay.
There's quite a big post. I can't really remember what is the account name. Did a content about you guys that stated there. You guys started with a pizza place called Lily's. Yeah. And then you guys ended up in your bank account with 3,000 ringgit.
Yeah.
You want to tell me what's happening? That really caught my attention, to be honest. And that, I'm not sure whether it's right because it never stated in your website. And did you guys started during MCO with the homemade sausage?
Way before MCO.
Way before. So you guys want to tell me what happens, what makes you, landed with 3,000 ringgit in your pocket while starting this business? The homemade sausage?
No. Basically, what happened was when I got made. Well, the full thing.
Okay.
The full thing.
Yeah.
My parents fired me from their company.
All right.
So then I got some money and I decided to try and work for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
When I went out and worked for someone else, I did 3 weeks and I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, after that, I decided to quit on the spot. And I went home and told Vicky, right, that's it, I'm done. I'm going to do something that I really want to do. And that ended up being food. So pizza, wood-fired pork pizza.
I see.
That was the goal.
That was located in Puchong that time.
In Puchong, yeah.
How long you guys operated that pizza place?
8 months.
Yeah.
8 months?
Less than a year.
Yeah, less than a year.
Okay.
Less than a year.
Okay. I heard from your website stated it was doing well.
It
was doing
was
superb.
It was
right.
good. It was good.
But it's not so good for your lifestyle.
One
Both
is
of your
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
One's lifestyle. One is more the issues of staff. Trying to staff the restaurant consistently was the difficult bit.
That means it's ever lack of staff.
Always lack of staff and one very drunk white man.
Oh, you mean your father?
No, me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
No disrespect.
No. No, it's So I've been struggling with alcohol for 17 years.
I see.
So this is my first year, 1 year, 1 month, and 6 days sober.
Sober.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage from Vicky as well. Yeah.
Keeps slapping me around the head. Get back to work. Get back to work. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Also, lack of experience, I think,
Yeah.
at that time when we.
In terms of managing a restaurant? Okay. But what makes you want to open a pizza place where I believe, Sam, yourself, you're coming from a butcher background, your family, I believe?
We only found out that my great-great-grandfather was a butcher.
I see.
4 years ago, maybe.
I see.
Grandmother passed away. They're clearing out the house and they found boxes of photos. And inside the box was 2 photos of
The butcher place,
of the butcher place.
which is stated in your website.
Yep.
I see.
So, yeah, basically we had no idea that we had butchers
We
in the
had
family.
this, history. Yeah.
I see.
So purely by chance.
But what makes you want to start this pizza place at first?
I've always been into food.
I see.
Always been into food. And I thought pizza was really easy. And then you try it, and then you're like, oh, shit, that's difficult.
Mm.
And you don't want to do it anymore. It's like, I still love pizza, but I
in
wouldn't
terms
want
of tasting and eating, not in
Making it.
terms of
I
managing.
I like making it, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to run a
Business.
restaurant again.
I see. Would you recommend someone to run the restaurant?
Would I
Like your
recommend
close
someone
friend?
to, if I can supply them and help them? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't want to do it myself.
I see.
Because 14-hour days is not fun. That's really not fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we were doing the pizza place. Business was good, but staffing was the main issue. And when we decided to close, we had another month left on the rental.
Mm-hmm.
And Vicky said, we're making sausages for the big breakfast.
Mm.
And she said, I'm going to post this on Facebook. She posted it on one of the groups. And the next day, I think we had 10, 15, 20 orders.
I see.
Oh, you have this.
That's where your business ideas sparks the time.
Or basically, if I didn't post, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Because I told him,
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a market for it.
Mhm.
But he's like, no one's going to buy sausages here.
Pork sausages. I underestimated the market. Like really underestimated the
Yeah.
market.
To me, I was looking from a mother point of view
Mm-hmm.
because in the market that time was processed sausages and what we normally see are
Yeah.
processed sausages. So I thought something that's what we make from home that I will feel really comfortable to feed lilies
Mm.
would be something that all the mothers want. So I thought, just try it.
I see.
Yeah.
Were you guys experienced of making sausages that time?
First time I'd made sausages was at the house. I think it was 3 months before we closed.
I see. That was first trying out.
Yeah, that was trying it out, and
Mm.
As a hobby.
yeah, it was a hobby. Just well, if we got the restaurant right.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do salamis and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So the first thing to make a salami, you have to make a sausage.
that's correct.
Yeah, and that's how you start. So we bought mincemeat. We tried out a couple of recipes. I still remember trying to stuff it into the casing
Yeah.
with a funnel. I got so pissed off at that. That was so difficult. Yeah, and then we still got the first photo of me holding up the sausages, and it was like, wow, that was,
Your first piece of sausage made by you?
yeah,
Okay.
me and Vicky's mum. Yeah,
All right. That's cool.
that was the first one. Yeah.
But what makes you? Because most of the sausage manufacturer, they were either all halal or all pork, right?
Yep.
Or they are halal,
Yep.
chicken, lamb. What makes you? I believe you guys have chicken balls and some chicken products as well.
Yep.
Mostly are pork.
Yep.
Yeah. What makes you want to go two ways?
So why do we have pork and why do we have chicken?
Yeah.
Everyone eats chicken. Not everyone eats pork. So you've got to have variety. We
Alright.
got lamb, we got beef.
Okay.
Soon to have fish. So that's coming.
Okay.
What
In
else?
terms of fish, what can it be done? Like,
Nugget,
okay, fillet,
sausages, pre-marinated.
fish sausages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch this space.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
fish
cool.
sausages. We had a meeting today with quite a good friend who wants to do lobster sausage.
Hmm.
Like, can you do it? I was like, okay, why not? So that's what's going to happen.
So you guys started from home,
Yep.
And when you make your homemade sausages.
Yep.
What about right now? What kind of scale do you guys have right now? Do you have a lot of staff, factory, or?
We got a really good machine and
Okay.
a few staff.
Yep.
I see.
It's, the factory, not homemade. Everyone believes we're homemade,
Mhm.
and I think that's
It's
down
the
to the
same
name.
formula still.
Yeah, which is no preservatives,
no preservatives,
No
MSG,
colouring.
no coloring,
as stated in your website.
No sugar.
No sugar.
no sugar. Sugar's a big one. No sugar.
I see.
What else is there? Oh, gluten-free,
All right.
which is something that Malaysia lacks a lot of gluten-free products. And if you can find the gluten-free products, they're very expensive.
That's funny because my wife just started gluten-free bread workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a trend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind
it's
of a
kinda-
trend.
yeah,
But
yeah.
a lot of people like very sensitive. There are some people are super sensitive towards gluten.
Mm.
Yeah. Some people even almost die because of some
Gluten
little bit of
intolerance.
something in the
The food.
the bowl of mixing bowl of with the flour or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So that's why she was really, really reluctant to conduct such workshop because she really is scared that something might happen because there are some incident not over here, some other places that the students almost have choked up because
Yeah,
of
yeah,
gluten. It's just a little bit minor of gluten. Yeah. Yeah. So that's really we did not see that kind of market last time until we have when we conducted sourdough workshop, right? Then a lot of people just asking us whether we have gluten-free bread workshop. Keep on repeating asking us. So we did few months of R&D, and then hopefully next month or next 2 months we can launch the product.
It's good. It's
in
good.
terms of workshop. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I think it's getting more with modern society.
It
Gluten-
definitely will.
Yeah, gluten intolerance. Yeah.
It will. It really will.
But what makes meat is gluten free? Like I'm really curious about your stated in your website, like keto diet and also gluten free. What meat gluten free?
Yeah, meat is gluten free, but if you look at IMS or mass produced sausages, they all contain some sort of binder, and that can be
Or
wheat
filler.
or filler,
Yeah.
which can be wheat, it could be rusk, it can be all sorts of different
Starch.
starches and that kind of stuff. We didn't want to do that. And if you add starch to sausages, you can't be keto. So all the starches and all the binders were out.
I see.
So we had to look at ways of, right, how can we make this sausage stay together? Because if you don't have like
Binder.
a binder, then when you cut the sausage, it's going to be like mincemeat.
I see.
So there is techniques that we've done to make sure that when you cut the
Stays
sausage,
together.
it's nice and it cuts smooth. And yeah,
Okay.
the process of that means that we can be gluten free. We can be keto friendly on certain ranges. That's literally what we did. It's the
I
easiest
see.
way to do it.
I see. So your next plan will be fish, sausages.
Fish, yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
On the way.
Seafood,
Seafood's coming.
prawn.
Yeah.
So what's next? Are you guys planning to do a vegan?
No. No,
What's up
no.
with that word?
No, it's vegan is. We've been asked by people, "Are you going to do?"
Yeah, there are
the-
so many like this kind of family oriented. They were talking about vegan diet.
It's something we've looked at, but it's not in
Not
the
yet.
plan at the
Yeah.
moment.
I see.
There's next is chicken
I see.
and halal.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
next
also
thing.
part of my question. Are you guys planning to have halal product
Yeah.
as well?
Is
Yeah. Not just planning, we're actually already
Yeah,
in
almost
the
ready.
process.
This one's a very big project.
So what was your struggle during when you guys started this brand at first? I believe that you started with quite a hype for your own community because you posted in Facebook group.
Yep.
It's a good sign. It's a good signal for you guys to start. But I believe as a business owner myself, right, there's infinite of hurdles. So what was your first hurdles when you started this business in terms of homemade sausages?
Basically, yeah, then it was when we closed down the restaurant, moved everything that we could, or sold everything that we could. Then we bought a sausage stuffer. And when we bought that machine, it was make it or die.
It's a commercial machine, I believe.
It was a small hydraulic. It's
a stuffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuffer. Yeah.
But it was only like, I don't know, no bigger than the
coffee machine.
No, your coffee.
Yeah, knock box. Yeah.
Roughly that tall. Yeah. And it could hold 10 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 kilos was a lot. That was like, whoa, that was, when we're doing 5 of those a day, that was a very, very, very long day.
I see.
That was 12,000 ringgit for the hydraulic stuffer.
Uh-huh.
You still had to manually twist them, cut them, then you got to freeze them, pack them, then vacuum seal them, then pack the orders, then yeah.
I think the struggle when we first started is how do we pack the sausages?
When the first,
may I ask, how do you guys business development your business, like your sales?
trial and error.
Do you guys only post it in Facebook groups, or
When
you
we
guys
first
started to look for the butcher shop owners and stuff like that?
I think the first 6 months to a year, mainly our sales comes from Facebook group. At that time, like 7 years ago, where everyone is on Facebook, everyone buys on Facebook. There is lesser Facebook scam.
Compared to today, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of mommy sell and buy group. We got a lot of support from the mummies.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So along the way, because right now you guys listed in few butcher shops, do they look for you? They are the one who look for you at the time, I believe?
It depends. What, nowadays or back then?
Back then, when you first started.
That was difficult. We'd have to approach them.
I see.
The more doors you knock on, the more likely you are to get accepted. So if you knock on 100 doors, maybe you get into 10, 15. Just keep going.
Yeah. I remember the few shops that support us, still with us.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So who's both of you are the salesmen?
Vicky's very good at selling, especially I think I'm there as the
face.
The face. Yeah. I am there as the face, but she does the selling.
I see.
Because Western sausage,
With the Western
masala
guy,
that makes the
We're
sausage.
Western salesman.
Kind of, yeah. Doesn't speak the language and
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gradually.
So you guys started back in 8 years ago. 8 years ago. So how do you guys were you guys doing okay during the MCO, or because you guys are doing the packaging meat?
We're doing great, to be honest.
Doing great. Yeah, because a lot of people cooking at home, start to learn cooking at home, stuff like that.
We were quite lucky in the fact that I think it was the week before or 2 weeks before I'd just finished building the website, and then that went live.
Lockdown.
And then lockdown happened the week after.
Oh my God.
And then because we were quite active on Facebook,
I see.
We were still posting, and then we said, order from the website. People started going
Ordering
through the
from
website.
Yeah.
Then Vicky would do posts about all on the mummy groups and that kind of stuff. And because we were making sausages, we were one of the very few people that could travel and actually drop food.
I see. Delivery.
Yeah. It was one of the very few.
You guys
things
personally deliver all the sausages?
5 years.
All
Back
right.
of the Alza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. I had to. I'm really not very good with maps,
I see.
but I had to do the deliveries.
I see. How many delivery you guys doing per day at the time? 10?
Something like that.
Yeah, the deliveries per day were something like that, but we did big group buys.
I see.
Yeah.
So the Alza was at some points
It was stuff unpacked and all this.
back seats down.
Yeah.
How many boxes can we fit? Right, let's go.
Yeah.
And then we have to, as you grow, you understand, right, what we should do is label all of the orders before we go and drop them off. And yeah,
You did not?
no.
Then you learn from experience.
You
Then?
learn from
Yes.
experience. The next time you're like, right, this is box A, and then, but we travel from, in every other month, it was, we go up to Penang or down to JB. So we,
Oh, you guys deliver to our station as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
I thought like Klang Valley, like within your area or
No.
something.
no, Klang Valley was, so we'd have it on one weekend, then we'd go up to Penang, so we'd stop at Ipoh and then straight up to Penang,
Yeah.
stay over one night, then come back. 2, 3, 4 weeks later, we'd go down to JB, so we go to Malacca.
Then
Down
JB.
That was
JB.
during the lockdown.
No,
No,
when you
first
before,
started.
way before that.
It
Yeah.
was before that, yeah,
So all these orders are coming from Facebook groups.
just from Facebook.
Yes.
Oh my.
Because then
You
you,
guys are doing very well in that case.
when you only had 3,000 ringgit in your account, what do you do?
Yeah, you make sure.
You make sure it works, right? You guys
make
make
sure
sure
it
it
works.
works. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it was.
Where's the furthest you guys been before? Have you guys been to Kota Baru before? For delivery?
Furthest is Penang.
Furthest?
Penang.
Penang?
Yeah.
Penang.
Penang?
That was like the suspension. You couldn't travel very fast.
Anyone order from Sabah for you to...
Now we do have
send over?
inquiries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We send over there at the moment.
Or they when they travel here, then like, oh, I want to order one box of this. Just
Yeah.
fill up the box for me, then I'll just bring it back.
I see.
Yeah.
And you got some Singaporeans who do the same.
I see. But let me ask you guys, right? Why are they so into your sausages?
Healthy ma.
Yeah, I understand. Is because sausage to me, to my impression, right? It's
Yep.
been forever in this market.
Mm.
I'm not talking about ayam mas.
Mm.
Ayam mas to me personally, it's considered as a low end market.
Yep.
Right. And I'm not too sure what's the ingredient inside.
Yep.
It definitely doesn't taste like meat to me.
Yep.
Yeah. The day I made a video about you guys, and that's really nice. I mean, it's been a long time
Yep.
that since I have a real meat kind of sausage.
Yep.
So, aren't there any other players in the market?
Imported brand.
Imported brands? How about
But-
local players or high end?
No one has as high meat content as us.
I see.
And also, the other thing is, we do the R&D, we do the recipe.
Yeah.
It's not like a premix that you buy from.
So there are certain shops that you can go to that,
Yeah.
for example, in Germany, if you go to this particular store, you can grab all of the pre-mix seasonings. They've got everything. And it tells you add 10 grams to 10 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
You make that into a sausage, and that is.
You stuff yourself all this?
Oh, but these would be big players.
Big players,
go
yeah.
in
I see.
and- yeah.
I see.
So everyone, they do it out of. It's convenient. It's fast. It's all done for you. You don't need to think. You just add meat and put it through a machine.
Mm.
With Lily's, what we do is to come up with the tikka sausage.
Mm-hmm.
That took 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Come up with the bratwurst. When we're really happy with the bratwurst,
You were talking about the R&D period?
Yeah. It takes a long time. Parmesan and parsley. Everyone thinks it's such a weird flavor, but probably the best
I see.
if you like cheese.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very cheesy.
I think the
Very
other thing is there's no preservative.
Mm.
Because if you're a commercial big scale, you have to have some kind of preservatives.
For the warehouse stocking?
Yeah, just the sheer quantity.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to deliver to every
corner of the world, or
every Aeon, every Tesco's,
every
Jaya,
supermarket.
Imagine the quantity that you need to, one, stock, two, how long is it going to be there for? It's a lot. And then they add preservatives and everything else to make sure
it stays long in the shelf.
Yeah.
Stays that long. That's the issue. That's the issue.
Okay.
Ours is in a freezer. Most of theirs are on the shelf, chilled. It's chilled product.
I see. So is that why that you guys are not listing in to all the supermarkets?
We're in 100.
In terms of Jaya Grocers and Village Grocers and
We're
BIG?
BIG, so there is, with Jaya, we're in majority of Jaya's places. Village, we're slowly getting into Village. In the sausage or the meat industry, supermarkets tender out the non-halal section. And the people that normally take that are
the butchers,
the big players.
Okay. In terms of big players of butcher
mass produce
industry,
they might not want to have your brand.
I see.
Yeah. There's one particular brand that you will know if we say it, and you'll see them everywhere. They are in Village, and they control what sausages are sold and what sausages aren't sold, and they don't want to take our brand.
I see.
So that's why we're not in there. But Hero supermarkets, we're getting there slowly. Educating people.
Since when you guys were listed in like supermarkets like such as Jaya Grocer, do they look for you first, or you guys to approach them and talk to them?
Hero was
The first
a year
proper
of
supermarket.
talking.
Yeah.
Hero was a year of talking, and then we got in.
You mean Hero Supermarket?
Hero supermarkets,
Yeah. I see.
We were so persistent.
Yeah. You have to be
Just look
persistent.
for them, to approach them.
Just to keep going back and talking, and
I see.
just keep talking and talking and talking and talking.
To him, it's like probably after 1 year, you guys still around, so
Yeah,
give it a try. Yeah.
Give it a try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then put us in.
I was once in the FMCG market
Right.
for a very short period of time, probably like 4 months. I hated it because all the buyers and purchasers, right, never pick up the call.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So that's why I quit.
Yeah.
I always have to sit myself in their office, their headquarters, just to see whether lucks happen. If they walk out,
I think
so I'd have to chase for them. So were you guys doing the same, or you guys have better luck?
Network. Who you know, who you talk to. The more people you know, the more. That's how a lot of business is done nowadays. Anyway, I mean, yeah.
Well, I believe our product is also unique.
Yeah, I think all of our flavors are completely different to anything that's on the shelves. Anything.
Yeah, like apple and pork.
Pork and apple in
Pork
the
and
UK,
apple sausage,
it's classic. It's classic. It's a classic flavor.
But not in Malaysia.
Not
in Malaysia,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Yeah.
And then it's fresh apple. A lot of people use the dehydrated apples, and then they put them in, and
If you talk about pork and apple, you have to talk about bacon and cheese.
bacon and cheese. Everyone,
It's a Asian or Malaysian thing, thinks that bacon and cheese work really well, which we think, and it does. But to a Masala or European, they never.
bacon and cheese is weird in a sausage.
Yeah, it's just a sausage in the pasta as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a sausage slices in pasta as well.
Yeah.
That's what the Western world will say. This what's happening.
You think
guys?
about carbonara. Carbonara is bacon and cheese. So to us, it's like, okay, we'll put it into a sausage, and we made the sausage. And after you make something like that, then it's like, okay, what can we do now? What's even more crazy?
Controversial.
Yeah.
Do you guys have something local flavor?
Rendang?
Rendang sausage?
Yeah. Pork rendang sausage. We've got butter masala, tikka masala, vindaloo.
Thai sausage is a good
Thai's
one.
really good one.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult to sell.
Well, northern Thai, the one that's sourness.
No, this is a southern Thai sausage. Northern, yeah, they add the fermented rice.
Yeah, fermented rice,
and then they ferment
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
No, we had a bad experience with that one, so we stopped doing that.
I think that one
Tried.
belongs to giving a lot of people of low-end impression because it's
Maybe.
selling fairly cheap out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and usually, I believe in a lot of Thai restaurants, they imported from Thailand, and it was frozen, and usually it's fairly cheap. Yeah.
But pork is cheaper up there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
I think a lot of things are cheaper over there.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, chicken's really cheap.
Over there?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think partly because of the agriculture over there is larger. And
Bigger land, more space.
Yeah.
Bigger land.
Cheaper.
And I heard that the animal products over here, especially during the festive seasons, the nation have to import from Cambodia, Laos, and Thailand. Yeah, for example, like goat, like even like cows as well, pork as well. So our local production is insufficient to feed Malaysians.
During COVID, the pork price was very steady
Mm-hmm.
and it was very available.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got swine flu.
Yeah.
Everything got cold. Everything.
I see. That will impact a lot of your business, I assume.
Then basically everyone started going for import because there wasn't enough pork to satisfy the local market. So shops started going to import and bringing that in and selling it fresh.
I believe that will spike up the price as well, right?
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah.
How do you guys manage the cost then?
We absorbed the cost in the beginning.
Yeah, we had
Okay.
to. We had to because we were so against putting the price up. We were so against it. And then the price went to a point where
Mm.
either you break even or you
Mhm.
put the price up.
Mm.
And it's like, well, if we break even, then
The point.
what's the point? We're doing it, and if we break even every month, we have to make some sort of money. Otherwise, if the equipment dies, or we get extra staff because we get a little bit more busy that month or whatever it was, and we want to expand, we want to get bigger, so we had to put the price up. Cheese got more expensive. Pork went up 120, 130%. That's
Yeah.
yeah, you try and be a pork sausage manufacturer
That was
with no
like
pork.
during the year of like 2022
Yeah, but I
or
think
21.
22, yeah,
21, 22,
21,
I
22
think,
going in. Yeah.
seems to be the years that the pork price just increase and
Skyrocketed.
increase and increase.
Again, I need you to speak in front of Mike. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just to remind you because it's getting softer over here. So sorry.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's when the price went up on everything. That's when
I
it
see.
started
I
on
see.
everything.
I see.
So put the price up. Customers aren't going to like it, but a lot of them stayed. A lot of them still. We still
The
got
families,
customers.
you mean? The families, yeah.
Yeah, we still got customers that bought 8 years ago and still remember the first time they ordered from Lily's,
Mm-hmm.
and they're still ordering now.
Mm-hmm.
So that shows a lot of our business is repeat online B2C customers.
Mm-hmm. I believe you guys are doing terrific job in terms of creating much more products for the families who are the health conscious, pretty much health oriented families. Yeah. Does that only happens in KL and Penang and big cities like Ipoh? What about small towns like Raup, Kuantan? Do you guys have customers like that from there?
We've got a couple of
Temelor.
customers.
We've got a couple. We do get a lot of inquiries like, do you deliver? And then we do deliver, but they're not that far to the west or the east or the north.
Mm.
Yeah. Cameron
Mostly-
Highland.
Cameron Highland, yeah. Cameron Highland. Well, Cameron Highland, I tell you, a lot of filthy rich people.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, because I used to work there for occasionally once a month. I went there to work and talk to the bosses over there. They are so friendly.
Yeah.
They're so friendly over there. It's so scary and friendly. Because when I walk in, just like I did what you guys did before. Just walk in and ask, hi, my name is Dennis, and I'm from where. And they were so friendly. Can you come back in like half an hour time? Because I'm right now very busy. Yeah. Then they can sit with you for 2 hours and ask you, what's your plan for tonight? You want dinner? And they are filthy rich, but they are, they are very hardworking people.
Yep.
But they have nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
Because they are stuck in Cameron Highland with their wife or family. Usually, if let's say the old folks, right, the young ones will just left the town.
And in KL.
Yeah. To KL, to Singapore and work, So, but Cameron Highland, a lot of friendly people and a lot of rich people over there as well. Yeah. So, also want to ask you, right, what's your next big plan for Lily's? Both of you.
For Lily.
Yeah. Do you guys plan to serve something like cold cut? Restaurant?
We've got cold cuts.
Perhaps serve it and sell it?
The next big thing's the halal. That is the really, really, really big thing.
Do you guys plan to use back Lily's brand name for halal?
No.
It's brand new name.
It will be your second daughter?
No.
Your first daughter is Lily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our son is Matty. So he's got his own hot dog thing coming at some point.
I see.
No, the next one's really big.
It's called Simply Better.
Yeah, it's called Simply Better.
I see.
And in the next 6 months, no one's going to know about it. And then suddenly it's just going to go, boom.
A big plans coming up, perhaps, based on what you're telling?
I don't know if we should say more or shouldn't say more.
It's up to you. Of course, I'm always welcome.
Well, let's just say we got the place already for that Simply Better.
No,
the factory.
For production.
This is
production.
Going for production. ISO export.
Wow.
This is,
Export.
I
see.
So, it's it.
Then how do you approach like the foreign countries?
We'll let you know when we get there.
I see.
I mean, basically, it's.
That's always my curiosity for people who does export, because the market is out there, and usually they will do all this probably like expo. They are in Dubai.
Yeah.
They are in South Korea expo. Yeah. Then to get contacts, and then they come back and then do the sales, get the sales done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will definitely be doing expos. We will definitely be looking for local partners. We will be. There's a lot going on. So, factories, 6,000 square feet.
Wow. Selangor?
Yes.
Semunier.
Oh.
Semunier.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's good, and that's coming up. It should be ready September.
Wow.
Something like that, around September.
I see.
We'll invite you over.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
Cool. It sounds very excited, and can't wait to see what's happening. Yeah.
New brand, new year, new
you.
New me, new me.
Well, what about Lily by then? Because that one will be separate identity, I believe.
Yes.
For halal branding.
Yep.
Then what about Lily's then?
Lily's Homemade will have
stay like wherever it is right now.
And with a new range of products.
I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lily's going to be looked after by Vicky.
Okay.
So with Lily, I think there is a plan, but Lily's is a slow, steady expansion.
I think you guys have your fan base, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always trying to build it up. Sausage equipment's not cheap. Doing the R&D takes time. We've got 2 or 3 new products coming out, new lines that are going to, when they come out, they're going to be quite big, and there's going to be quite a lot of variety on them.
May I ask how many SKU do you guys have right now, like Lily's?
100 plus.
100 plus?
Yeah, but not all are listed on the website.
I see.
Yeah.
Because if you put everything, it's so difficult for people to choose.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see.
Then how does your customer to get whatever is not listed there? How do they sell?
When we bring it out, it'll be the new item, and then it'll be on the website for X amount of time. That gives us enough time to test it, and then we'll get feedback from customers. If it's a product that is good, then we'll have a certain time of the year that we'll bring that out.
Like a Christmas range, you only get it from
November to
November.
December.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we've got Chinese New Year stuff. Yeah, it's there's more and more stuff coming. We haven't had.
Which one is the best selling? Which SKU is the representing of Lily's?
The best seller, I'll say, bacon and cheese.
Bacon and cheese?
Bacon and cheese, bratwurst.
Yeah, bratwurst, German
classic
bratwurst.
Italian.
Yeah.
I see.
There are, those are the top 3. Some people like the British banger, some people don't.
Yeah, I tried the British banger because you're British, so I bought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some classic Italian as well, but I choose British banger. Yeah.
You had the British banger, now you try the classic, and you'll fall in love with the classic because it's just got more
flavors.
Oomph. Yeah. It's a really strong flavor. When we were creating it, I was honestly really scared about the amount of coriander we were putting in. And it was like, no, can't taste it. Keep going. And just keep going until you taste it. And it was the coriander mountain was like that big. it was.
You mean per batch?
Yeah, per batch. Yeah. So that's why earlier I was asking you about the grinders, like imagine trying to grind up that much coriander seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gone through quite a few blenders and blitzers, and yeah, because we want everything fresh. Everything's got to be fresh.
I see.
So yeah, new recipes take time, but when they come out and they're great, they really do sell. Yeah.
I see. Like what is the frequency like for you guys to come out flavors, new products? How many per year or how many per quarter? Like, and what is the inspiration for you to create? Like, is British banger, is that a classic in terms of UK?
Yeah, in the UK, it's like a Cumberland.
I see.
We're not allowed to call it a Cumberland because that's a trademarked
name.
By you brand? Can only by district.
I see.
You can only call a Cumberland in a certain area in the UK.
When you produce over there.
When you produce, and it has to be recognized by the county, or there's a recognition or something.
I see. Just like French champagne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Champagne is
only can come out from Bordeaux, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So a Cumberland can only come out from Cumbria.
I see.
So basically, we call it something else. The British banger, because it's okay. What else?
And where do you get your like inspiration from? Beside all these classics, right? Then
I don't know, if I see something on YouTube and it's like, oh, that flavor and that flavor, okay, let's try that. And then it's just try it. Sometimes we've had some really bad ones, and we've had some really good ones that are surprising. Just say it.
No, you remember we did a hamburger flavor.
That was a disaster.
What do you mean, hamburger flavor of?
Yeah.
Sausage.
What's that actually? Why is it so confusing? Is it hamburger or is it sausage?
Tomato ketchup, mustard, gherkins, pickles,
beef and pork.
Everything mixed up together, and it was so unusual. Like, what? And then we called it the dirty hamburger, and no one really bought it.
Oh, but hang on, I remember there's a customer after we delisted it from the website, and she asked, do you still have the hamburger sausage?
Yeah.
Which means hamburgers, as in all the hamburgers ingredients, you stuff it into a sausage.
Yeah, we were trying to make a Big Mac.
In the sausage.
That was the goal.
And
I failed miserably. because it's too much sauce and it's too much liquid to put into a sausage,
yeah.
without having a stabilizer. So yeah, that was a disaster. But
You got to follow there.
Yeah, you got to try it. You got to try it.
So that's the weirdest thing that you have
Black
released?
pudding's the weirdest.
Sorry?
Black pudding.
Black pudding?
It's raw pork's blood.
Okay.
And then they normally add it with oats and that kind of stuff. But because we're gluten free and we can't have wheat, so we put rice, cooked rice. That's a weird one.
And what makes you want to do that?
Customer request.
Yeah, it's traditional British black pudding.
I see.
So, and then I made
it. Does it sales good? Does the sales good?
Actually, it's not bad. It does sell. It does sell. But the real problem is trying to get blood.
Oh, okay.
So you can use dried powdered blood, but it's just not the same. It's really not the same. So
we only use fresh blood, and it's really difficult to get.
It's hard to source that ingredient.
Yeah, and when you do get it, if it's more than like 2 or 3 or 4 hours, the blood itself starts coagulating. Yeah, and then
you can't use
that.
Like
you might have 10 liters, but actually what comes out is 2, and then it's like, well,
the course is not effective anymore.
It's not, no. And when we do it, we need to do it in very big batches.
I see.
So it's such
is
a
that
trouble
still
to make.
in your website?
Not at the moment. Not until we get a new piece of equipment. We need a much bigger smoker, much bigger. Because we're trying to make if we could make it in 50 kilo batches, we would, because that's the one difficult item to make. The rest of them are quite easy now.
Yeah, quite easy now.
Yeah. But when you start.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your because you started this business without having any experience in terms of meat packaging, right?
Yep.
Is there any packaging issues when you started this, like to make sure it stays fresh in the chiller?
There was a lot of issues.
I think 2 weeks after we just used plastic bags.
Yeah.
We invested in a household vacuum machine.
Okay.
To keep the sausages fresh.
Vacuum sealer, not vacuum machine.
Vacuum sealer. Yeah, vacuum sealer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were so homemade.
Yeah, we were very homemade. But the customers that got it ended up with a couple of green sausages.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, "Is it okay to eat?" As in, it was already
oxidized.
I see.
Not the best. And then they asked, "Is it okay to eat?" And we just said, "No, we'll replace it." Yeah, and then
still ask
quickly trying to find out where can we get a vacuum machine, put the sausages in, and then we just
vacuum sealer machine. Yeah.
That changed a lot of things for us. Yeah. Then as you grow, you need more freezers. Freezers take up so much space.
That time you guys were doing it at home.
Yeah.
We did it for
a year?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, a year. And then we moved to a location near the house because the rent was cheap. And that felt like we'd made it. Well, for me, that felt like, yes, I've made it. But I hadn't made it at all. It was you're stuck there making sausages again and again and again. And I still was drinking, so that the days were like really long. Because when you start drinking, you just don't want to stop, and then that was horrible. And then everything was going through the mincer, then gradually, bit by bit, we managed to get one guy. Then he sort of stayed for, I think it was a week, maybe a month, and then he left. And horrible. But every year after that, we moved. We got to a bigger space, and then COVID.
Bigger space, yeah.
COVID, and then we were tied down to that space for a year. Then there was this break where COVID was okay, you can go out now. And we immediately moved from that location to another location. And then the second lockdown happened. So luckily we were in a bigger space and we just got our BMAG, our big sausage stuffer. That was it. When we got that, I was like, yes,
I made it.
This is big stuff now. The space was small. It was, I think, maybe 4 of the units.
4 of the units. One unit is like 200 square feet. So 4 with
It's
800.
a bit bigger than that, 1,000 something. It's a shop lot.
I see.
Shop lot that had a VMAG in it. It was like, whoa. That was quite cool. 9 freezers.
Commercial freezers.
The big
chest
freezers,
freezer.
the big ones, double doors. Yeah. We had Jenga. You know the blocks, Jenga?
Yeah.
Jenga with sausages in freezers. Because we'd stack them up, and then suddenly you'd take one of the stuff, would take the ones at the bottom because it was more frozen, and then it would just go, or it would just, yeah, that was issues, and then got to the end of COVID, and then the factory came up for rent. I was like, yes, this is definitely what we want.
Where's your location right now?
Puchong.
Puchong, yeah.
We never.
In
Puchong forever.
We've been in Puchong forever. Yeah.
Since your restaurant, right?
Yeah, since the restaurant, because we bought the house there because it was close to Vicky's job.
Yeah.
Also want to ask, right? What's your background for both of you? What were you guys doing before the pizza place?
Well, I was an auditor.
Okay.
Yep. And
I've had quite a few different jobs.
Okay.
I started in the UK. I worked at McDonald's, and I went into a kitchen. Then I did university for 8 days for culinary arts, and I quit. I hated that. After that, worked in a lumber mill cutting wood, and then ended up, my brother asked my father to give me a job.
Which is?
Selling insulation.
Insulation for?
So soundproofing.
Soundproofing.
Thermal fire insulation. So did that. Then I wasn't the best salesman. I was quite lazy at that point. I just really didn't enjoy the job and drinking a lot. So that really wasn't good. Then he fired me and was like, right, I'm going to have to do something now. Because we just had Lily as well. Lily was only 1 year. 1 year and a bit.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. But how do you landed in Malaysia?
Mum and Dad divorced at the age of 8. My mum asked my dad to take me because I also have 2 more brothers that were living in the UK. And I was a handful. I was the naughtiest child she's ever had. So she asked him if he'd bring me over, and he brought me over, and I basically stayed until I was 15. Then moved back to the UK. Then after that, came back here. Yeah,
I see.
Meant to further my education. I certainly did. Yeah, but not in the way that people thought I would.
I see.
Yeah. Been here almost 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Been here a long time.
So do you speak Malay right now?
Sikit. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. I can ask where's the toilet. I can say where I went to school at Alice Smith. Can order food. Other than that, I couldn't have a conversation with a police officer. That is definitely not going to happen. But yeah. My Mandarin's even worse than my Malay.
No, just joking. Just messing with you.
All right. No, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Yeah.
His life is a lot more interesting than mine, definitely.
Well, as an entrepreneur, I believe you have to. The entrepreneur itself is very interesting.
But what is an entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur.
What is that?
making sure the business sustain, and also making sure the business will bring benefits to others.
Okay.
Yeah. By making sure it brings benefit to others and so that the business would sustain.
Yeah.
That's ethical entrepreneurship to me, in my
Yes.
perspective. Yeah. I believe you guys are doing that because nobody else is doing much more focus in terms of healthy sausage, in terms of no preservatives, no coloring, no MSG, no fillers. That's why you guys have your own fan base in terms of health conscious families. Yeah. They will buy such sausage, such products for their kids.
That's the main goal.
Yeah.
Education.
Yeah.
To me, that's entrepreneurship, isn't it?
I don't know. For me, entrepreneurship. I've never been a big fan of that word because you're tied down to something.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Such
it's just, as you say, like responsibilities.
Yeah.
I just enjoy doing what I do, and if that technically means I'm an entrepreneur, then I'm an entrepreneur. But I never call myself that. I'm just Sam, and I enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
And I get up every morning.
You know, sometimes it's part of a package you have to take.
Yeah.
You love doing sausage. For me, I love doing coffee education. I love it. But I hate to count my salary. I hate to do the admin job. I hate to do quotation, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Freaking hate to do that. I just love to have someone who will waking up. Today your class is like 8 o'clock. Go there and teach who and who. But that is an employee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But then do you see yourself as your own employee?
Sometimes I do because I'm my own bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm my own bitch.
Yeah.
Because I have to waking up early, then shit. It's been long period of time. Never have an off day. long period of time. But after I complain all this to myself, right? I still get back to work. What else can I do? What else can I do?
If I'm not working, then I feel I'm bored. If I'm literally not doing, I have to physically do something all the time.
Yes. You have to keep your schedule full. If you're not working. Yeah.
I'm like, we've got staff, and I like having staff. I think my staff are great, all of them. But I also think sometimes, what are you doing? You're at home doing other things, relaxing or on the phone. For me, I can't do that. Maybe I give myself an hour where I'm just going to do nothing. I'm just going to watch TV or YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Other than that.
No, after like 45 minutes, he's like, right.
Yeah, I can't even do that.
Yeah.
I can't even do that. So I always keep myself active. And then I've got a hobby, which is Warhammer. You know
Warhammer? The game?
Yeah.
Warhammer 40,000?
Yes. Yeah. You're the only person that knows. No one else is like, what's that?
Well, I got to know because of Henry Cavill, the Superman. He's the biggest fan.
Right.
He's always talk about that. So
yeah. So I've always been into that because for me, that's nostalgia. Those little figurines, and I love the artwork.
Was that started as a board game? Before the game?
It was started off, I think, as Hero Quest. So that's like a board game, like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And then they got bigger and bigger and bigger and
into video games, right? Eventually
into video games, but like now the models are just amazing.
Yeah, I believe.
So because I get quite restless. My favorite thing.
You have ADHD?
No, I don't know. Maybe I do.
Well, maybe same to me.
Yeah, maybe I do.
I have the exact symptom as he is right now when I'm having an off day.
Yeah. I can't not have an off day because then
I have a headache. I have a headache by sitting at home.
So I decided I had to do something with my time. I said to my wife, right, you know Magic the Gathering, the playing card? Right.
Yeah.
I was going to open a Magic store. I was going to do that, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Then I found out what the margins were, and I'm like, shit, I'm not going to do that. That sucks. no money in it.
Yeah.
And then because I had it in my mind, I've got to do something. I had bought all the magic cards and everything. Luckily, I sold everything in one go, and I got a lump sum.
Mm.
And then I was like, "Oh, this is real money." And I said to my wife, "I'm going to open a Warhammer store."
Warhammer store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I
Figure
got
store?
2. Yeah, 2. I got 2 of them. And my wife has been very difficult with, like, I really wanted to do this, and then I want to do that, and then I want to do this.
Yeah.
But this one, she was like, okay, go on then. So she gave me some money, and I said, why are you doing this? And why
Why
you let me do this? And she goes, I'm doing this to save our marriage. And I was like, respect, okay. And yeah, because she knew if I didn't, I'd explode. I just had to do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first Warhammer shops where Lily's is,
Mhm.
that's like people can come and buy paint. And then the next one is SS15, and that's going to be open soon. And that's got all the tables, and I'm going to email Henry Cavill, come over. Bet you he won't reply, but yeah.
But who knows, right?
Who knows? I mean, that could be awesome. Yeah, because
What is your Warhammer shop for? Like, what do they do?
selling the models, selling
The figures?
paints, selling the figures, the boxes, the paints. You can come and play. We've got 6 4x8 tables with dice trays, and I love it. I love building. Building this is I'll enjoy building it more than actually running it.
Mm.
Because I also love painting. I love painting the models, and I take my time on it. And she looks at me like, oh, I can't understand. Why are you doing it? That's so, I love it. Love it. That's why I like tattoos as well, because I can just do what I want.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, exactly the same with my wife is not really sure why am I so into podcasts.
I told her I'm going to do a
Yeah.
podcast. I'm getting back on YouTube, and I want to do a podcast.
Sure.
I really
Can I be
wanna
your
do-
first guest?
100%. 100%. 100%.
You know, just 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
I know nothing about podcasts in terms of setup, mics.
Yeah.
How do I do this? Like the 2 mics you guys are using right now.
Yep.
I did not know the laptop cannot support 2 mics after I bought it.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my friend told me, "Oh shit, you bought 2 mics?
Yeah.
Do you know that you can only support one from a laptop?" Shit.
It's a very
plug it in.
persuasive salesman.
And I plug it in, and I saw how come there's only 1 bar. Shit.
Yeah.
That means it only detect 1 at a time. Then I search in the in the YouTube. Then I found that there's always solution.
Yeah. There is.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. Yeah.
Mm.
I've got my mics. I've got my cameras. I've got all the bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just been needing a space.
So what are you guys going to do? Like what are you going to do for the podcast?
Got a podcast about business.
Business?
I exactly like what you're doing. I want to meet people that are very successful
Sure.
and find out why.
Sure.
You listen,
Learn.
Yeah, learn. It's basically learn.
Learn. Yeah.
Because no one's going to teach me.
Yeah.
Like how I run Lily's is probably like the worst way to run a business.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I delegate that because that's what a boss does, right? It
Yeah.
delegates
Yeah, of course,
delegates to the right people that can do it for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've always been inspired by Richard Branson.
Richard Branson.
Because he's dyslexic. I'm dyslexic.
Thunder King, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sir
Virgin.
Richard
Yeah, Sir
Branson.
Richard,
Yeah.
I've always been when I've seen him how he built Virgin,
Mm-hmm.
I was always inspired by that. Because if he can do it, why can't I? It's
Of course.
literally if he can do it, why not?
Of course.
And then, do you listen to the Diary of the CEO?
No, I don't. I listen to Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's okay. I like
Yeah.
he's got some very controversial.
Yeah. Topics. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a listen to the Diary of the CEO. That's a good one.
Mm.
Because they had Casey Neistat,
Mhm.
and I really like Casey Neistat. I like the way he vlogs and the video content and the editing. The editing's awesome.
The guy with always have a sunglasses on.
Yeah. And there are some things that he said that stuck with me. That, you know, what's life meant to be?
Okay.
Life is waking up every morning and doing exactly what you want to do. And if that means I go to Lily's and I do a new recipe, then that's what I do. If that's working on the halal thing, then that's what I'm doing. If I'm working on the
Warhammer.
Yeah. Being able to do
Warhammer.
Yeah. She hasn't been to Lily's in you went last week.
Yeah,
you went this week. But that's what being a boss is about. But our staff, when
we have really good staff.
All right.
They just
really
don't see us
staff.
that often.
But we trust them.
All right.
Because now Lily's can run by itself. And if we didn't have them, we wouldn't be able to focus on the things that we are focusing on, which is
Simply
way
better.
bigger. Simply better.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is simply better than Lily's.
Yeah.
Because it's bigger market, much bigger market. So yeah, it's focusing on 2 things, 3 things, and that's it.
I see.
That's it.
Can I ask Vicky, what makes you from the auditor then dispose that job and started this? Is it? Can I say that after you resigned from auditor and then you became a restaurant manager, restaurant operator? Or is there any transition period or?
When he did the pizza restaurant, I still working attached to the job. And then I was working in that company for 7 or 8 years.
I see.
Very stable job, because my boss was in JB, and then basically I'm the boss.
Yeah.
It's so stable, and then it just gets to the point that I was like,
It's too boring.
Yeah, I got so fed up, and I don't care. I only got 3,000 in my bank account. I just cannot handle it, and then I just quit. Yeah, it's to that point.
Were you married at the time already? You guys already married?
Yeah,
so,
we were married.
So
1 year.
Sam will
1.5 years.
This idea?
Yeah, he's always very supportive to any ideas that or any decision that I want to make.
I see.
Yeah, there's no wrong decision.
So were you regretted after you joined the pizza place, Lily's? Then you find out that you have to work like 14 hours with Sam.
14 hours was when I was still the auditor.
Yeah,
I see.
And then after the auditing job,
the work,
came and do a couple of hours at the shop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then she'd leave around 9, and then a little bit of time with Lily.
Yeah, it's not only just fed up with the job, it's also when I was in the office, I sort of like also work on Lily's.
Yeah.
So your mind were in Lily's when you were in office.
Yeah. And then I was like, I can achieve a lot more with the time that I have instead of working for
stuck in a job.
Yeah. I learned a lot through that company, and I'm still very grateful that, work for them. I've learned a lot, but I just couldn't. I think that I can achieve a lot more and do something for myself, work for myself.
I see. Yeah. I started this as a side hobby as well. Yeah. So Monday, Friday, work for sales. Yeah. Saturday and Sunday, can't wait for Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. And in fact, I was working in Kuantan.
Okay.
Yeah, I was married here. I mean, I was hired from KL to base in Kuantan for the first 2 years of my job. And eventually, during the first 2 years, I got married over here. So Monday to Friday, I was working in Kuantan. Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Before Friday, I have to come back over here because Saturday and Sunday, I have fully packed of schedules of classes.
Yep.
Coffee classes. Yeah, that's until one day that can't really take it. It's very similar. I can relate to this because when I was attending the sales appointment, there are countless of people calling in for the inquiries about the coffee class. So I felt so bad about, for my company, taking the salary, but you're still working for your own business. So
I didn't feel bad because I've complete all the jobs I need to do.
Yeah. So when I was focusing in terms of my own business development, right, there's always someone ask me to go appointment with my day job sales, my day job as a sales appointment. So until I start bothering me, and then I resign. And I resign, you know what? The lockdown MCO 3.0 happens.
Good thing as well, isn't it?
Nobody foresee that happens, coming up. So after I resigned, then, the government announced for the lockdown 3.0.
Yeah.
Now within 2 weeks' time. The longest lockdown, 4 months. Yeah. So I was partly, my business can't really run because of lockdown. And also, I was lucky enough because it was the longest lockdown, like 3.5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was holding people's money for 3.5 months, cannot conduct any classes. Just imagine the pressure, right? Coming from all these people. Is either you go empty your bank account, or what else can you do? So that's the time that when it's relief, right? It was a revengeful of sales. A lot of people can't travel out, so it was like really booming that time. Yeah, but that period of 3.5 months, right, is the toughest because I just rented a new place.
Yeah.
And then luckily, I was so blessed that I was hired by the espresso manufacturer to be their consultant in terms of education. Yeah, during that period of time. Yeah, it's lucky enough. Yeah. Yes, so I can relate to the feeling that when you're working for someone, your mind is somewhere else.
Yeah.
That really when the relief of the MCO 2.0, that's the time I have to choose a site. I cannot stay there anymore because there's always some sales meeting, ad hoc meeting, right? Then I'm in another sales meeting. Then how would I survive? One day my boss will just catch me. By the way, my boss already know.
Yeah.
They knew.
They just close one eyes, right? So try not to be too, too overly dick about this. Yeah, as employee.
The boss knew everything.
Yeah,
the boss knows a lot.
They know me because they during the first interview they already know me. Yeah. I already opened up this. Yeah, so they say they still want to hire me. So it's okay. Yeah.
As long as you tell them everything.
Yeah. As long as you're being honest. Yeah. So tell me, what's the next big plan for Lily's itself?
Lily's itself.
Yeah. Do you guys plan to have back in the restaurant game for Lily's? Since
Maybe
you guys have your own product.
Maybe one day. It's not. Never say no. But the timing's not right, and definitely the location. Because we're renting the factory, so every month there's that obligation to. You don't want to repair the place,
and the landlord is a bit.
Yeah, the landlord, and we actually wanted to buy it, but there's a whole story about that, so that's a long one. But basically, they can't sell it. We can't buy it because they can't sell it. So, yeah, but we would like to put a small restaurant or some sort of
other location.
I'm actually planning to do it in his, since I invested in the Warhammer shop.
So every now and again there'll be a pop up of Lily's at the Warhammer shop.
Okay.
Because we've got enough tables. And it's got a small kitchen.
You were saying that the Warhammer shop will be at SS15?
Yes.
SS15.
Where the Inti location?
Yeah, really close to the Inti location.
Yeah.
Actually, it's very close to Courtyard.
Okay.
Subang Courtyard.
Okay. Yeah.
Same road.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's that. Yeah.
What's the best beverage to pair with Lily's sausages?
Beer. Oh, sorry, no.
Beer.
0-0.
0-0. Yeah. I drink a lot of Pepsi, so I'd say she drinks a lot of coffee, so
I
she'd
say
probably say
coffee.
coffee. Yeah.
Would you think that coffee pairable with sausages?
Big breakfast, yes. But with a hot dog, I always think that
Yeah, well, hot dog, I don't think so.
always
You
soft
want
drinks.
soft drink.
You want soft
Something
drinks.
that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Even sparkling water.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sparkling water with sparkling water and Ribena, the strawberry Ribena, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So good. It's so good. I don't know, you've had the spritzer water, the green.
Yeah.
You
the
add a little
sparkling.
bit of the Ribena strawberry. It just, so good.
Pairing with sausages?
Yeah, with a hot dog and fries. It's
Yeah.
so nice. It's so nice.
Yeah, when it's I don't know what's the theory behind it, but you need something like soda drinks when you're eating.
Carbonated.
Yeah, carbonated drinks.
It releases more oxygen, it releases more oxygen on the palate, and then you can taste more. And you just
I see.
nice.
I see. There's always with soda, right? Because hot dog.
Yeah, so many
is
people have
always
it
with soda.
Yeah.
So that will be one of the small plans for Lily to have some pop up with Warhammer shop.
Yeah, there's been that. We've always been talking about,
and the new product range that I really want him to do.
Mm-hmm. New product range, like
The smoked sausages.
yeah.
Isn't there?
Yeah.
There's no smoked sausages right now in your
No.
list of products.
We wanted the ready to eat.
Ready
type.
to eat RTEs.
Like-
RTEs.
Like put in the microwave, or
You can bring it to work and it's convenient.
is it just tear it, then you can just eat
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of R&D.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of R&D.
Because those to my impression, those ready to eat usually will be in the chiller.
Mm.
Yeah.
Are you guys?
But but that's the thing.
Yeah.
We've got to have it without preservative.
Yeah. So are you going to stay with the motto?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Course. Lily's and Simply Better will all be preservative free.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, how do we do it? And that is what we're working on.
Mm-hmm.
So
RTE products, obviously you guys going to approach to like convenience stores.
Simply Better will be everywhere.
I see.
It will be everywhere.
Lily's will stay niche,
Mm-hmm.
and then more like, like a friend.
Yeah, it's meant for families. It's meant to be. It's going to build up, and it will be around for 20 years. That's the goal. If our kids ever want to take the business over, we made it for them anyway. That's why our names aren't on it.
Mm.
I
see.
It's always been about the kids, because we're never going to get to spend the money. They are. Yeah, but Lily's is a gradual, step-by-step process.
I see.
Simply Better is, hopefully, what I would like is that when we launch the product,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be around Christmas, we'll hit 1 million ringgit in sales in the first couple of weeks.
Wow.
It's big.
That's very exciting.
It's big.
But for both company, the principle will always be the honest sausage.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Will you guys project to have this kind of vision where you guys started with Lily's homemade sausages?
I was quite happy if we made 5,000 ringgit. Because
For the first month?
Oh, no. I mean, if we made 10,000, we were considered really happy that we were doing it together, and we could survive, and Lily could go to school, and we could get the Alza, and yeah. So when you start with 3,000 and your mortgage goes out in 10 days,
Oh, okay.
and that takes 1,800, suddenly, that was a scary moment.
Would you encourage your friends and family to take part of entrepreneurship?
Yeah, fuck yeah. My brother wants to do it. My brother has seen me do it, and
your elder brother or younger brother?
I'm number one. Then all my brothers are younger. He's seen it. He's seen what we've done and built, and he wants to do that for ice cream. So he's getting there slowly.
In UK? In Malaysia?
We live in the same taman. He's like 2 roads away. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But he lives mostly with the wife in where is it? Petaling.
Sri Petaling.
I don't get to see him that often, actually. Yeah. But he's doing ice cream, and I'd always recommend people to try it. If you don't try,
what's the brand of the ice cream?
Something bandit.
Brain Freeze Bandit, I think.
Brain Freeze Bandit.
It's either Brain Freeze Bandits or Sparkles the Happy Unicorn. Something.
What they have? He has different brands for different products.
He has different ideas.
He's got different ideas. He's got his flavors.
Yeah.
He's got quite a lot of them. He also wanted to try the keto and all sorts of stuff. So he's been experimenting. Now I think he's experimenting with bacon and maple, like
ice cream.
Yeah, pork.
So savory ice cream.
Yeah, savory pork ice creams. I think that's what he's trying. But I don't know. Sometimes we just get a couple of new ice creams, and he's like, "Try that."
Yeah.
What's it like? Good.
Yeah,
that's okay. Yeah.
Are you guys planning to, beside meat products, are you guys planning for other products?
Such as?
Plastic, Warhammer. Yeah.
Yeah, Warhammer. That's someone else's product, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
I just...
Other food products like fries, I don't know.
Fries go with the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Nuggets.
Breads.
Bread, no. It's...
Cheese.
Cheese. Don't talk to me about cheese at the moment. Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
that's a whole different story, right? For cheese, right?
Cheese, yeah, cheese is we might do it actually.
That pairs very well with cold cut, right?
Yeah, we might go down that route.
Or do you guys plan to do event catering?
No,
catering food.
No. Cheese is a possibility, but only after Simply.
Yeah.
Once that's done and...
Near future. Yeah.
No, it's 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years down the line. But if I do that, it will be a big thing as well. Because if you don't go big, go home.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
Got nothing to do.
Yeah, that's the thing. When we were working on the Simply stuff, we got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
So a lot to learn.
Are you guys planning for, like, in near future, probably the next 5 years, are you planning for the IPO next 10 years? I don't know. Just throwing out some ideas, right? Well, who knows, right? I know a billionaire once. They were in my podcast. The first female in podcast channel. She was once, humble, Right now she's a billionaire. Who knows?
Oh. Well...
I mean, you never know.
You never know.
Are you guys looking for funders? Like, I don't know.
We've been talking about that for years.
VCs,
It's been something that we've talked about. And I think we probably would at this stage. We would. Because if we really want to bring Lily's to a much bigger audience, then we'd need to. Lily's is stable. It's growing steady.
Yeah.
Not huge. It's not fast growth, but yeah, we would.
The fan base is there. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if how many other homemade sausage brands can say that they started with 3,000 ringgit in the bank and now are in 100 locations throughout Malaysia that have never paid for media coverage ever?
Are there any local players in terms of honest sausage brands? I never think of one, to be honest. Maybe this is just not my industry,
There have been
a small
I was observing a lot of in the supermarket because I see you guys are coming. So I don't see other brands. I see a lot of brand.
Yep.
Yeah.
In
the supermarket, no.
There are homemade brands that saw how Lily's has become something, and then they wanted to do it themselves. And now there's only one that's left.
Okay.
But even they're not really as active
stable
as they used to be.
Yeah.
Well, we see them at Christmas and then they disappear again. Yeah.
Only for festive. Yeah.
I guess because I think that's the time that products sell.
Yeah.
Are you guys planning to like going for other countries as well for Lily's? Since like you were saying, Sam, you were mentioning that pork is very cheap in Thailand.
It's that we would need investment, because if you want to get
obviously you need a partner over there, right?
Ideally, you don't want to do it here and export it. You want to go there, set up a factory, and do it there. But that takes a lot of resources. You've got the factory set up. That's one cost. But you need someone who's very well connected that can get you into hotels and caterings and understands the Thai food culture to be able to push those products. There is one guy there, Salone's, who's in the hotel industry and is a butcher. He's doing very well for himself. Very well. Is
a Thai guy?
No, a British guy.
British guy, yeah.
Yep. He's a master butcher as well. So he's done very well for himself. I'd like to do Singapore.
Set up a production over there?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to do Singapore.
Why Singapore?
4-hour drive.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Thailand, which is like a 9-hour, or to Bangkok, or 10 hours to Bangkok.
But you don't have to go there with drive, right?
No, I know, but might as well, because it's a road trip, you know. Yeah, you do it the once, you never do it again.
What kind of market do you see in Singapore? Is it because of a lot of expatriates, or?
Actually, like 1% of our, not even 1% of our business is expatriates.
Families.
All local. It's all locals. It's all.
I see.
Like mums, like
yeah.
It's.
Do you see the same in Singapore? Like
yes.
A lot of health conscious.
Yeah, and the
families. People
that produce there are producing mass-produced generic crap. And that there are very few people. There aren't even homemade sausages being made there. So
is that the case in UK, in Europe countries? Are there a lot of like Lily's? There's a lot.
The individual
butchers will have their own
range,
their own stuff, but not all of them will do what we do, which is they have their own custom blends. A lot of them will have that packet that they order online and then they use because it's easy and simple. And I think everyone's so scared to try something new, like really scared to try something new. If you told someone in the UK that I make bacon and cheese sausages, they'd like, whoa, you are very crazy. Yeah. Them Cumberland,
very safe.
Very safe. Very mild.
Yeah.
Chili? Oh, no. I love chili. To them, they play it safe.
You're saying that the Europeans are much more conservative in terms of taste and products?
Yeah. Have you eaten there?
No, I've never been there instead.
It's, we got the big breakfast. That's exciting. Curry is exciting. I think nowadays it's becoming more and more open and adventurous, but 10, 15, 20 years ago, all sausages you'd have that maybe 5 to 10 classic sausages. No one would think of putting in real chili padi into a sausage. No, that's crazy talk. Yeah. But everything's changing.
Okay.
People are so much more health conscious,
Mm-hmm.
especially after COVID. COVID gave everyone a slap.
Yeah, agree.
Gave everyone a slap.
Mm.
So yeah, the food is changing. People's
see.
mindsets are changing.
Mm.
We're just trying to help them
I see.
understand what's the difference. Yeah.
So you guys did a lot of in terms of bringing up the game in terms of honest sausage industry, I would say.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, because I don't see anyone else in the supermarket. Maybe I'm not in this industry, not in the meat industry.
You're talking about supermarket.
Yeah, supermarket and also butcher shop. I don't see much.
Most of the butcher shops are
Just
all
selling.
either imported products.
Yeah.
That yes, okay, some of them they claim to have, we do this, this, and this, but majority, even some of the butchers, the local butcher shops, get their products OEM by big manufacturers.
Yeah, yeah.
It might have a different label, but it's the same
item,
same stuff, different sticker. So that's one problem that we're always fighting against.
Okay.
But at the same time, we just do what we do. If you people like it, they like it. If they don't, no problem. We've had we don't mind having negative comments.
Yeah.
It shows that we're real, and we try and reply to everybody. Yeah, it's, you know, if you treat people how you want to be treated. So
Agree.
yeah,
Agree.
it's, you know, we've got some mad customers that have been very angry with us. The moment, like, sometimes she'll ask me to, here's her number, can you please call her? You call them, and after 5 minutes, they're like, oh, thank you very much, really appreciate it. Bye bye. You change someone's mindset from, I absolutely can't stand what's happening right now, why is my order late, da, da, da. And as long as you're calm and you're polite and you say, I'm really sorry about this and we'll get it sorted, we'll fix this, would you like a replacement, whatever we can do, that the customer comes away feeling much better. And that is more important than money or resending a whole order. Okay, fine, just resend it.
Do you guys have your dedicated customer service, or you guys play a role, just two of you?
No, we've got customer service.
Yeah, we've got
It's not
customer
great.
service. Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't say our customer service now is amazing, but it's very difficult to find the right people to say the right things that understand.
That's tough.
You know, and I know, if you get a mad customer, you immediately call them and you talk to them and you sort it out. With staff,
Yeah.
the replies are very brief and very frank, and it's not the right
approach. It's not the right approach,
but
right?
it's not their business.
Yeah.
It's, I'm here from 8 till 5. That's it. Let's go home. So trying to find the right people and educate them and say, look, this is people's money. They're buying this product because they want to enjoy it, or they, you know, they believe this product is very good and healthy for them. They want to give it to their kids. Every time you talk to someone, you should respect what they're going to say, even if they're absolutely pissed off at you. It shows that they care, so you should care about what you're saying to them.
Agree.
Trying to slap your star's head, like, come on, understand, just understand. Okay. And it's, yeah, the English isn't great from time to time. And then, yeah, our customer service lady decided that she is leaving. So that's kind of upsetting, but
And that, I think there's a package you're signed up for. You have to face all this. It happens to me. It happens to all the owners of business owners.
I mean,
as well.
after 8 years, I kind of get used to it. Just okay.
In the loop. Yeah.
It's gonna happen. So yeah.
The guy that helps me at the Warhammer shop and helps Lily's, he's like, he pulled me over the other day. Sam, the boys, they've got no work to do, got nothing to do. Yeah, I know. I don't care. I'm paying them to do nothing, so you shouldn't worry about it. To him, he was like, huh? As a boss, you understand there are going to be times when
it's off peak,
when you've got nothing to do and you can sit around and talk.
Hmm.
And then there are times at Christmas where everybody is in there packing sausages, making it regardless of whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's 24 hours. The whole night you just make. That means we get the orders out and everyone is happy for Christmas.
I see.
They will never understand. I said, we've gone through 35, 40 people. And he's like, no, what do you mean? It's like, you are not like the first person I'm working with. You are number 30 or 35 or whatever it is. That it happens. We've worked with some people and they've 1 week and then they're gone.
Yeah.
We've worked with people 1 day that went for lunch and never came back. Were we that bad? Were we that bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got people that stay for the longest, I think, was a year and a half. Yeah. And then they decide to leave. So we're not horrible bosses. So if you would like to apply, you can always call us.
All right, we're at the 1.5 hour mark. So anything else to share?
Not really sure, actually.
Yeah.
Right.
I have one last question. What's your advice for the young people for the entrepreneurship?
There's one word, and I'm going to get a t-shirt printed with this.
Yeah.
Persistent.
Persistent.
Persistent. I said to her, I think it was the second date, I said I was going to marry her. I said I'm going to be a millionaire. I haven't achieved that goal because I keep spending the fucking money. But I'm getting there. And I said I'm going to have a Warhammer shop. I said I'm going to stop drinking. And persistent. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Just don't give up.
Okay.
Or if you do give up, make sure you've learned why. Because you can't achieve everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to like bite your tongue and just
I see. Persistent. That's your take.
be persistent. Persistent's a sexy word.
Yeah.
It's a very sexy word. Stubborn is
part of it, right?
Part of it,
thin line.
It is. I mean, do what you want to do.
What about Vicky?
Make the right decision. Be persistent and be positive.
Yeah.
Be
what's
positive.
the worst?
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
We go
bankrupt.
right. Okay, we start again. I think that scares a lot of people. If you're going to quit your job, but make sure you. That's what my father's always said. Like, if you're going to quit your job, make sure you've got another job lined up. I don't think you should. I think if you're going to quit, have something that you want to work on and try and achieve that. A lot of people think you need tons of money to start something. Lily started with an idea and we'd wasted
so much money.
120, 130,000, something ridiculous on a shop, on the restaurant.
Yeah.
What was it?
You mean when you started Lily's Pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasted 120,000?
Yeah.
On what?
Renovation.
Renovation?
Beer. A lot of beer. Just general shit that you think you need and you don't need. Yeah. Renovation wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
Then you spend a lot of money on stupid things, thinking that you need them. And then when you actually get there, you're like, oh, well, I really didn't need to spend 10, 20,000 on that. That was complete waste. Then you go and sell it, and then you spend the money on something else, and you do this and you do that. And yeah.
That's part of your experience and learning process, right?
Yeah. The best thing, the thing that I've learned now is R&D and research. Do a lot of research. Find out what it is you really enjoy doing, and then try and test it. You can test things for free now, and that's very simple. Start a web page. You can have a free web page. You can go and put it on Facebook. You can ask your friends and your relatives to like this, share it. See if other people like your idea before you've even put money in. If you put that idea out there, like Kickstarters are great because someone's saying, I've got this idea and I've got this project. I need that much money to make it work. You want to help? Do you like that product? And suddenly the network or the group of people are just like, fuck yeah, I want that. That is awesome. And it could be as stupid as something as a paintbrush holder. But that is someone's idea and they haven't had to put any money to build a prototype. They just think that works. And then they've asked people, go on there, like it. If you think it's good, back me. Come up with an idea. Ideas that work at the moment are ideas that help other people. And a lot of people are very selfish. A lot of people are very selfish. If I can do something to help other people become successful, then that means I've been successful in helping them become successful, regardless of what that is. So that's what I think. That's what an entrepreneur is. If you design things or you build things that help other people, then just be better than what's out there.
I think right now we are quite blessed that we have so many platforms. Back in probably like 10 years, 15 years ago, there's no such thing as Kickstarter. I would say it's barely just started, Kickstarter. Indiegogo, Kickstarter.
Yeah, Indigo,
yeah, they just barely started the time.
Is it Gen Z?
Not too sure.
Gen Z now, whichever generation. If you're 15, if you're 13.
Below 20?
Probably.
Yeah.
If you're 13 now, you have so much technology.
Yeah.
You can talk to someone on the opposite side of the world for free.
Yeah.
If you want to. You can connect, you can send a photo with everyone in the world if those people find it interesting. You look at shorts.
Yeah.
With Simply Better, we're going to do 90 shorts, one short every day. And the goal with doing that is to see if we can hit 100,000 subscribers in 3 months. If we achieve that, that will show everybody if you want to build a YouTube channel, shorts. 90 shorts and then 30 long form content. I prefer long format content. I could watch a podcast for 2.5 hours and I'd be like, yeah, this is awesome. Yeah. She watched 30 seconds. Okay, right, next. Oh, next.
Yeah, that's why I started this podcast as well. Because I the same me who's watching the videos in Instagram doesn't last for 10 seconds. I just browse away. In TikTok, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, browse away. But in like Spotify or in YouTube, I can watch like 20 minutes of a tutorial. I can listen 3 hours, 4 hours of podcasts. Yeah, during my commute.
YouTube is going to be bigger than Google for search on information. How-tos.
How-tos, yeah.
You want to learn how to do something. Like for me, I can read books, but I'm not very good at reading. I can watch a video and I can go out and do that. What he just did right there, right then, because I get that. Recipes are really important. There's a lot. So many young kids can do so many cool things.
Yeah, we're not lack of content nowadays.
Actually, I think
we're not lack of content.
We don't lack of content, but we lack good quality.
Yeah, quality content.
But I do see the bar of podcasts and YouTube studios, and a lot of people are stepping it up. Last time it was all those shaky front cameras. Now vlogs are completely different.
Yeah.
If you're blurry and people can't concentrate on that anymore. It's got to be 4K or 1080p. It's got to be steady and it's got to look good. And the audio's got to be number one.
Yeah.
Because if the audio's shit, right, gone.
Yeah, agree.
Can't stand bad audio. Can't stand it.
Especially podcasts, audio is number one.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, if it's not, then you're in the wrong business.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's my honor to host both of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great talking, pleasure talking both of you. Even though I understand it's tiring
No.
at night time.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Quite enjoying it.
Quite enjoy it.
Let's go to a
Yeah.
pub. Oh, let's go to disco. All remped up.
But I'm so honored because both of you are the one of the first strangers I invited.
Thank you very
Not
much.
From
It's
my
been
contact
good.
list. Yeah, not from my friends referring, but I'm so honored that you guys responded to my DM. Yeah.
I think
That's really encouraging me to persist on this podcast channel. To
Just do it.
invite
You should.
more,
You should,
to invite more business people like you guys, you
Yep.
know, to spread the good knowledge, to spread
Yep.
the good
it's
vibes.
it's knowledge for you.
Yeah,
It's learning and educating yourself.
yeah.
You know, that's more important, but you're also you're helping educate other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully this will inspire enough people to take a step on the side hustle.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
Yes.
Go for flea market perhaps, you know,
Yep.
to become a small entrepreneur, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Everything starts
Age is not a limit. You can start
it's
off
not.
with young, you can start off with old as well. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just find something you enjoy. Don't do it as your most passionate thing. I love knitting or crocheting, or that's something that you do a hobby or you do something that you think you're passionate about, and then it becomes quite mundane.
Yeah.
Do something that I enjoy it, I like it. I wonder if this could be something that can grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is important.
Yeah.
Sausages, I never thought sausages would be big, ever. And now it's massive.
Glad to know both of you.
Thank you very much for bringing us on.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Shall we wrap things up?
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for listening the Coffee and the Company podcast. Meet myself, Dennis.
Vicky.
And Sam,
Take care, everyone.
thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.